Good afternoon and welcome into a beautiful, sunny Russell County in Seale, Alabama. Russell County Warriors getting ready to host the Dothan Wolves in a game that's going to see Dothan trying to inch their way back closer to a 500 record, and the Warriors trying to keep a little bit of momentum they found early in the season going and come out of that terrible loss they suffered on Georgia Alabama Sports Live Friday night at Calvary. So umpires and head coaches are meeting at the plate. Teams are getting ready to take the field. Dothan's getting ready to come into the batter's box. So I wanted to check in, let you guys know that we are live. I'm Ricky Rogers. I am thrilled to be out here today joining you and to bringing you high school baseball at its finest from 57 Warrior Way in Seale, Alabama. We're going to let you step away and hear from a few of our sponsors. Don't forget to visit our sponsors. Let them know you heard about them on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, Phoenix City, Coca-Cola, and the Houston Sports Clinic. Also, all of our first inning coverage is brought to you, as always, by our good friends, my insurance agent, Carol Purdue at State Farm, located just inside Phoenix City. So, again, we are going to start getting the starting lineups. We're going to let you hear from some of our friends, and we'll be right back in just a few minutes here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Both Chevy Silverado and Traverse are ready for you. Get supplier pricing today on all new Chevy Silverado 1500s with up to $13,500 off. Or get a loaded Traverse, the roomy Chevy SUV with third row seating, and enjoy up to $6,000 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Get ready to smile!
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover these 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back into Russell County High School. The anthem has been played. Cleats are laced up, gloves are on, and the Russell County Warriors have taken the field, preparing to take on the Dothan Wolves. Lineup today looks a little different from most Russell County lineups we bring you. Van Richards playing left field today, wearing number 13. He's going to be batting first. Batting second, the shortstop, number 11, E.J. Richards. Richards brothers going 1 and 2. Big combo for Russell County. They're hoping to get their bats working today. Batting third is going to be Connor Cox, the designated hitter today. Cox dealing with a little discomfort, and Coach Danielson's hoping to have him ready for the rest of the season, hopefully. He's going to be batting for today's starting pitcher, Aiden House. Batting cleanup, first baseman, Carson Carswell. Batting fifth, center fielder, Cam Brewer. Batting sixth, Grant Johnson. And batting seventh, second baseman, Victor Hernandez. Batting eighth, the catcher, Carter Cannon. And batting ninth, Zane Wynn, playing right field today. First batter we're going to see from Dothan is going to be the second baseman, Emmanuel Lewis. Lewis is signed to play with Stillman College after the conclusion of his senior year with Dothan. First pitch from House, down the middle and swung on and fouled by Emmanuel Lewis. Great start for House, 0-1 count. This is a non-area contest. Dothan has had their fair share of struggles, as has Russell County this season. Second offering from House is ball off the plate to even the count at 1-1. House tries to get the outside edge of the plate and just misses. Home plate umpire not satisfied with that attempt. The 2-1 pitch down the middle, swung on and missed by Lewis to even the count at 2-2. House looking to get a big first out here of the Stillman Tiger, Emmanuel Lewis. Misses just off the plate into the left-handed batter's box. Count is full now. It is time for a payoff pitch from House. He's going to step off the mound and get his bearings. Back on the rubber now and ready for that payoff pitch. Fired in low and outside, and Lewis is going to take first base. Going to bring Graham Davis to the plate. Wearing number 22, Davis, I believe, is a Southern Union commit. After he concludes his senior season, Dothan with several, 4 or 5 players that have already signed to play some college baseball, which is huge. It's something you always want to see. These young men are out here to enjoy the game, but many of them looking for an opportunity to play this game at the next level. It's always good to see them get that opportunity. House checks his runner, fires, ball. Drop low and inside. I believe we're in a 3-0 count now for Davis, the big first baseman. House cannot find the strike zone. He's going to walk the second straight batter. Lewis will take the short trip down to second base. Aiden House now with runners on first and second. Nobody down for Trip Benton. designated hitter for Dothan. If memory serves me correctly, he is a Pensacola State commit. And House offers him up a strike. 0-1 now, 2 on. Aiden House in a little bit of trouble early in this game. Benton squares to bunt, makes contact and fouls it off. Now Benton is the one that finds himself in trouble with an 0-2 count. Fired, swung on and missed. Aiden House with his first strikeout of the day. He's going to send Trip Benton back to the bench to contemplate where he went wrong. Hunter House, third baseman now. Left-handed batter stepping into the box for the Wolves. House finds the strike zone. Delivers a first pitch strike to House, the third baseman from Dothan. Just misses on that one. 1-1 count now on the batter. Swung on, driven into right field. The catch is made there. Lewis was 3/4 of the way to third base. Right fielder opted to hit his cutoff man, the first baseman, Carswell. And 2 are retired here in the top of the first half.
Now batting number 14, Perrin Gomez.
This is Perrin Gomez, the catcher for Dothan. He is also committed to Enterprise State, the Boll Weevils. Opting to stay a little bit closer to home. He's got another teammate. I believe the young man that we will see next, the pitcher Broderick Jenkins, if he makes it to the plate. He will also be attending college with Enterprise. 0-2 count now on third baseman Hunter House for the Wolves. Aiden House trying to sneak that outside edge of the plate, and umpire didn't like it. Looked pretty good up here to me. Good time to remind you about our friends over at Gordy Eye Care. Huge selection of glasses, eye exams available. Call Dr. Gordy, best in this area for your optometry needs. 1-2 count now. Another one just off the plate for House. I could certainly understand if Aiden House is dealing with a little bit of frustration here. 2 pitches that looked pretty good from our vantage point. And he hits it again and gets him. Wolves go down without any damage. They left 2 on base, no hits, no runs. Russell County's headed to the dugout to grab some lumber. They'll be at the plate when we return in just a moment here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today.
I'm bringing my other half.
I'm bringing the pep talk. Come on! I'm clearing my head.
And I'm clearing 300.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Get all the perks with the PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Join today for just $1 down. Deal ends March 29th.
again to Russell County. Going to let you know how Dothan is lining up defensively. We're going to start in the outfield, left over to right. And left field, number 10, Gabe Yelverton. Manning center field, number 11, Ben Krosky. And in right field, it's going to be Trip Benton. Left to right again, third base, Hunter House. Playing shortstop, Carter Richards. Second base, being manned by Emmanuel Lewis. First base, Graham Davis. Working behind the plate today is going to be Perrin Gomez. And pitching for the Wolves, Braddock Jenkins. That's the Wolves' defensive alignment. They will see from Russell County, Van Richards, E.J. Richards, and Connor Cox. Cox, again, the DH today. Not at his normal spots on the field at shortstop or on the mound. Again, dealing with just a tiny bit of discomfort, and we here at Georgia Alabama Sports Live wish him well as he hopes to get back in shape to take the field before the end of this season.
Number 13, Van Richards.
Van Richards up for Russell County. Young man that has been a big hitter, a big bat for the Warriors. The last few games I personally have called, he seems to be in a tiny bit of a rut, but he's going to look to undo that today. He swings and misses big at the first offering from Jenkins. Getting to an 0-1 count. Watches that one go by. 0-2 count now on Richards. Jenkins tries to get him looking at the outside edge of the plate, and umpire didn't really like it. Jenkins offers. Richards takes it down the third base line and foul. Ball off the plate to even the count at 2-2 now on Warriors left fielder Van Richards. Strike delivered, and Van swung on it, wanted a good piece of it, fouled it back over the Warriors dugout. And we'll do 2-2 again. Richards watches that one, and the count is now full, 3-2. It's hard into the ground in front of the plate. Pitcher fields it and makes the thrower to first, and Richards is retired. Van Richards is retired.
Now batting number 11, E.J.
It's going to bring up the shortstop today for the Warriors, Van's brother, E.J. E.J., another bat with a little bit of pop in it. Comes in inside, a breaking ball that just didn't break. And E.J. takes ball one from Jenkins. Second offering from Jenkins inside again. 2-0 count now. Jenkins now the one struggling to find the strike zone. 3-0 count on the Warriors shortstop. Swung on and missed for strike one. 3-1 count now. TJ watches that one go by for ball number 4. He's going to take the 90-foot trip down to first base. And Warriors in business now with a base runner.
Now batting number 4, Connor Cox.
It's going to bring up designated hitter Connor Cox. Cox looking to help his team from the batter's box today. And he does just that. It's a little bloop into shallow left field. And the Warriors now in business. Runners on first and second. I didn't even have a chance to pull Connor Cox's stats up.
9, Carson Carswell.
It's going to bring the cleanup hitter Carson Carswell, first baseman for the Warriors, to the plate. And he watches the first pitch from Jenkins. In for strike 1. Jenkins checks the runner. Delivers the next pitch to Carswell high for ball number 1. Even count now 1-1. Special thanks again to our friends at Carroll Purdue State Farm. Give Carol a call. Her and her team will look to save you some money on your insurance needs. Carswell takes strike number 2. 1-2 count now. Pitch from Jenkins and hit in the air into right field. Right fielder's there to make the catch. Richards tags and slides safely into third base. Sacrifice fly for Carswell.
Now batting number 54, Cam Brewer.
Center fielder Cam Brewer, wearing number 54, is going to step into the left-handed batter's box for the Warriors. Warriors in their customary home whites with garnet and Vegas gold accents. The Wolves wearing light gray unis, tops, bottoms, and caps. The word Wolves emblazoned across their chest. Actually, their jerseys say Dothan, not Wolves. Jenkins checks the runner. Connor Cox back safely into first base. Swung on. Cox took off for second. Throw from the catcher was high, and the second baseman or shortstop unable to get the tag down. So Cox will slide in to second base safely to put runners at second and third. So 2 in scoring position for the Warriors. 0-2 count now on Brewer. The pitch from Jenkins down the middle, strike 3, and Dothan gets out of the inning without any damage from the Warriors. We'll head to the top of the second inning with Dothan at the plate when we return in just a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today.
I'm bringing my other half.
I'm bringing the pep talk. Come on. I'm clearing my head.
And I'm clearing 300.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Get all the perks with a PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Join today for just $1 down. Deal ends March 29th.
And we are back here as Braddock Jenkins, the pitcher for the Wolves, steps in and takes strike number one from Russell County pitcher Aiden House.
Is that Braddock?
Yeah. Swung on, driven into right field. The play is made by Zane Wynn out in right field to retire Jenkins.
Now batting number 10, Gabe Yelverton.
Gabe Yelverton, left fielder, stepping into the box for Dothan. House rocks, fires, delivers. Ball just inside. Swung on, driven deep into left field, off of the foul pole. And Yelverton, the left fielder, delivers a home run to put Dothan up on the board, 1-0 here at Russell County. Van Richards turned and ran, trying to make a play on that. It just kept carrying and bounced off about midway up the foul pole. Ben Krosky up, the center fielder, fouls the first offering from House off. One count now on Krosky. Swung and hit foul in the air down the third base line. Russell County unable to make a play on that ball. Let's take our count to 0-2. Count now on the Wolves center fielder. Cannon sets up outside. House hits that spot, and it's off the plate for ball number one. House rocks, fires, delivers, swung on, fouled. Actually, I think they're going to call that a drop third strike, and Krosky's going to run down to first and be called safe to keep this lineup going for the Wolves. Carter Richards, the shortstop, now at the plate. House falls behind in the count quickly with 1-0 count now. Hammered foul down the third base line for strike one. Evens count, 1-1. One count. House checks the runner. Runner's back safely into first base. Center fielder Krosky that reached on that drop third strike showed some wheels out of the batter's box. He got down to first base in a hurry, and now he's trying to take second Hernandez there to get the throw from the catcher, just not in time, and Kroski's going to wind up safe at second base. And the Wolves now with a runner in scoring position with a 2-1 count on the batter, Richards. Richards wearing the number 1 shortstop for the Wolves. Check swing. Plate umpire is going to say he did not go. And House falls behind. A 3-1 count now. Richards going to get to be very selective about this pitch. One out, one on. And House tries to find that outside half of the plate and is unable to do so. And he walks down to first base. Turning the lineup over now, Emmanuel Lewis, the Stillman commit, second baseman for Dothan, walked in his first at-bat. He's going to step to the plate now to see if he can't move these runners over for Dothan. Swung on and missed. Big cut there from the second baseman. Pitch from House off the plate. Evens the count at 1-1. House checks the runner, rocks, fires, delivers. Swung on and missed by Lewis. 1-2 count now. Inside pitch, swung on. Nice play at third base by Grant Johnson. Tried to get that second out at second base, but the runner was back before Hernandez was able to corral the baseball. It's going to bring up Graham Davis, the Southern Union commit. And House finds that edge of the plate on the lefty for strike number 1. House checking the runner and delivers. Popped way up in the air. And the play is made by E.J. Richards. Dothan retired, but not before they are able to put one across the plate. A home run from left fielder Gabe Yelverton puts Dothan up 1-0. And we are going to take a quick break, let you hear from a few of our friends, Zaxby's in Phoenix City. We'll be back in just a moment here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Welcome back into Russell County. Bottom half of the second inning. It's going to bring third baseman Grant Johnson to the plate. Johnson batting .214 on the year. 1 home run, 2 doubles, 12 total hits, 8 RBI, and he has scored 8 times in 56 appearances. 73 appearances at the plate. First offering from Jenkins, swung on and missed by Johnson. That one a bit low. Evens the count at 1-1. Johnson swung on, driven foul. Back over the third base side. Johnson now in a 1-2 hole, looking for a pitch to hit, and he finds it. And that's going to drop in shallow left field. Base hit for number 99, Grant Johnson.
Now batting number 42, Victor Hernandez.
It's going to bring up Victor Hernandez, who is the typical designated hitter for Russell County, playing second base today, wearing the iconic number 42. Here as we approach Jackie Robinson Day. You'll be seeing that number quite a bit in the coming days. First pitch to Hernandez off the plate for ball 1. Johnson with a respectable lead off first base. And Hernandez takes ball 2. Jenkins struggling to find the strike zone again. 3-0 count now on Victor Hernandez. Hernandez able to be selective with this one. And Jenkins suddenly finds the strike zone to deliver strike 1. 3-1 count now on the Warriors second baseman, Victor Hernandez. And ball 4 delivered. Warriors going to have 2 on with nobody out here for the catcher, Carter Cannon. Cannon batting .226 on the year. He's got 1 double and 7 hits on the year and just 36 plate appearances. Cannon had a designated hitter for a good part of the beginning of the season. And he takes strike 1 from Jenkins. That one must have missed somewhere that we couldn't see. 1-1 count now. Right fielder Zane Wynn on deck for the Warriors before Russell County flips their lineup over. Swung on and chopped foul to even the count at 2-2. Jenkins misses low, runs the count full. On Russell County's catcher, Carter Cannon. Swung on, chopped in the infield. It's going to move. Everybody will arrive at their respective bases safely. Bases now juiced for right fielder Zane Wynn. Wynn walking.
Number 18, Zane Wynn.
Wynn walking to the plate with the same walk-up song that most everybody in Columbus uses.
Lead-up runner for the catcher, number 2, Hunter Phillips.
Hunter Phillips, the usual starting second baseman for the Warriors, will come in as a courtesy runner for the catcher, Carter Cannon. Got some fairly good speed on the bases right now. Zane Wynn can drive one of these home. You're going to get your back to the top of your lineup with your big sticks. Maybe, just maybe, see some fireworks here in Seale. First pitch to Wynn. Breaking ball in for strike number 1. Wynn thought about it and thought better of it. He is rewarded with a ball and safe call from the field umpire on the check swing. That one gets away from the catcher, but not far enough to do any damage. 2-1 count. Coach Danny Danielson in the third base coach's box. Coach Michael Long standing down at first. Swung on and missed by Wynn. 2-2 count now. Again, Russell County dealing with some aches and pains being felt by many teams across the Chattahoochee Valley. We are late into the high school baseball season, and it's inevitable that each team is going to have some bumps and bruises. The pitch from Jenkins. And the umpire calls it a strike. I'm going to stop just short of saying that. Wynn is retired, and Van Richards coming to the plate. Van Richards, left-handed batter, swings at the first offering from Jenkins. That one goes foul into the Warriors dugout. Wolves third baseman Hunter House made an attempt at that ball in enemy territory inside the dugout of Russell County. 0-1 count now on Richards. That one delivered from Jenkins off the plate for ball number 1. The catcher seems to be having a little bit of a problem receiving the ball. That one gets away from the catcher. Johnson in, head first slide, and the Warriors are on the board. 1-1 score now. Nothing like a head first slide into the plate. Two-one count now on Richards. Make it 3-1. And Richards, time to be selective. I've seen him clear the top level of the tall right field fence here at Russell County. That one fouled back. And the count is now full. 3-2 on Warriors left fielder Van Richards. Jenkins rocks, fires, delivers, and strike 3 on the outside edge of the plate, called on Van Richards.
Now batting number 11, EJ.
2 retired now for Jenkins. Van's brother EJ is going to step into the batter's box, right-handed batter's box, to see if he is able to pick one of these pitches and deliver a punch for the Warriors. 2 on, still in scoring position. That one fouled back. One count, breaking ball attempted by Jenkins, and it just didn't break in time. 1-1 count now. That one well inside. Drives the count to 2-1. We're the only show in town tonight for Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Tomorrow, got some heavyweight baseball action coming to you. Calvary and Brookstone face off. Calvary looking to make a movement in the GIAA, trying to upset Brookstone, the reigning 2-time state champ. Full count now on EJ Richards. Payoff pitch from Jenkins on the way. And we'll do it all over again. EJ's able to get a piece of that one. Chops it foul into the dirt. Excuse me, into the turf. Home plate umpire trying to secure a few extra baseballs. Three-two count. 2 outs and 2 on for Russell County. Swung on a miss, dropped, and the throw made to first to retire EJ Richards. But Russell County strikes back, ties the game at 1-1. Here in the bottom half of the second, we will see you again at the top of the 3rd inning, live from Russell County. It's Russell County and Dothan doing battle here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Both Chevy Silverado and Traverse are ready for you. Get supplier pricing today on all new Chevy Silverado 1500s with up to $13,500 off. Or get a loaded Traverse, the roomy Chevy SUV with 3rd row seating, and enjoy up to $6,000 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Get ready to smile!
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
And we are back live from Russell County. Trip Benton swung at the first offering from House. Swung on a miss. Strike number 2. offering from House off the plate for ball number 1. Swung on and fouled. 1-2 count now on Trip Benton. Benton, the designated hitter today for the Wolves. House delivers, swung on, hit high and shallow. Center fielder Cam Brewer comes in and makes the play to retire Benton. It's going to bring up the third baseman, Hunter House, to the plate. Left-handed batter steps in to face Aiden House. First pitch from House delivered high for ball number 1. House delivers. Breaking ball that just didn't break enough for the strike call. And House sitting with 2 balls. Now at a 3-0 count. House misses 4 straight balls, and House will take a walk down to first base. It's going to bring the catcher, Perrin Gomez, to the plate. Struck out in his first at bat. Swung on and missed for strike number 1. House so far with 4 strikeouts on the day. He's going to check that runner, and he is back in safely at first base. House, strike 2, fastball right down the middle of the plate. Swing and a miss from the catcher, Perrin Gomez. Off the plate, ball number 1. 1-2 count now on the catcher for Dothan. Runner with a respectable lead at first base. Breaking ball hit into center field. Cam Brewer there to make the play and to retire Perrin Gomez. Bring up Braddock Jenkins, the pitcher for the Wolves, coming to the plate looking to help his cause. House ready to deliver to his counterpart. Strike up the middle. Nice play by the shortstop, E.J. Richards, who makes the throw over to first, and the Wolves are retired. No runs scored, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today.
I'm bringing my other half.
I'm bringing the pep talk. Come on! I'm clearing my head.
And I'm clearing 300.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Get all the perks with the PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Join today for just $1 down. Deal ends March 29th.
And we are back live from Russell County. 1-1 tie between the Dothan Wolves and the Russell County Warriors. Connor Cox, the designated hitter, stands in the on-deck circle ready to take his turn at the plate. Cox batting .250 on the season, 87 appearances. He's got 18 hits. He scored 12 times, 12 RBIs, 6 doubles. And he'll step into the right-handed batter's box to see what he can muster off of Dothan's pitcher.
Leading off for the Warriors, number 4, Connor Cox.
Braddock Jenkins. Jenkins, the Enterprise State commit. I would imagine just from my limited viewing of Russell County games, Connor Cox would maybe get the opportunity to play at the next level as he enters his senior year next year with the Warriors. That one swung on him, fouled down the first baseline. Cox is about as dependable as you can get for a player. Plays shortstop and he pitches. Arguably the ace on the squad. That one popped up foul back behind us for strike number 2. And Cox takes that one low off the plate for strike number 3. He didn't like it.
Now batting number 9, Carson Carswell.
It's going to bring Carswell to the plate, first baseman for the Warriors. Carswell batting .303. 20 hits on the season, including a home run, a triple, and 2 doubles. He takes ball 1 from Jenkins. Carswell. See strike 1. 1-1 count now. Make it 2-1. That one swung on, chopped 2 on the ground to the shortstop, who makes the throw to first, and Carswell is retired for out number 2 of the Warrior frame in the 3rd inning. Cam Brewer, the center fielder, steps to the plate. Brewer made 2 of the 3 outs last inning. Brewer, bit of struggles at the plate this season, batting .167. 11 hits on the season. But he does have a home run. And that one chopped on the infield to the second baseman from Dothan, Emmanuel Lewis, who makes the quick throw to first. And the Warriors are retired in order, 1, 2, 3. We are now headed to the top of the 4th inning. Again, I am Ricky Rogers, pleased to join you today from Russell County. We'll be right back in just a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today.
I'm bringing my other half.
I'm bringing the pep talk. Come on! I'm clearing my head.
And I'm clearing 300.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Get all the perks with a PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Join today for just $1 down. Deal ends March 29th.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
And we're back here in Russell County. Russell County is going to send Van Richards out to the mound. Aiden House is finished on the mound today. Not a bad day on the mound. He's going to finish with 4 strikeouts on the day over 3 innings of work. Richards has seen some action this year, coming into today with a 7 ERA after just 1 appearance on the mound. Richards is a freshman. Head coach Danny Danielson excited about the future of this team, with Richards already getting playing time here as a freshman, meaningful playing time. Has had some really good at-bats, driven in plenty of runs for the Warriors this season. It's going to bring up Gabe Yelverton, who went yard his last at bat. Drove it over the left field, well, into the left field foul pole. And he takes ball 1 from Richards. That one swung on. Victor Hernandez there to scoop it and make the throw to first for out number 1. Ben Kurski, center fielder for the Wolves, stepping to the plate. He made it to first safely on a drop third strike in his last appearance. And is quickly out to a 1-0 count. Richards rocks, fires, delivers, fouled into the Dothan dugout for strike number 1. Richards indeed looks like a freshman pitcher. It's still not, you don't see the composure and the doubt in mechanics that you see from upperclassmen. A lot to learn. But with Coach Danielson being a pitcher himself, I'm sure he's evaluated and feels comfortable with him being out there. That one hit into center field and fielded by Brewer for out number 2 of the frame. It's going to bring the shortstop for the Wolves to the plate, Carter Richards. Richards is the 9-hole batter. Dothan looking to turn their lineup over again for the second time today. That one from Richards in for ball number 1. Still a 1-1 tie here at Russell County. Richards delivers that one in for a strike. 1-1 count now. Again, non-area contest. Dothan is a 7A school, playing in 7A Area 3. Russell County 6A Area 3. Area play works with the top 2 teams making the playoffs from the area. Russell County unfortunately eliminated from contention for that. 1-2 count now. Richards delivers. Swung on. Driven foul. And out of play. We'll do 1-2 over again on Richards. Carter Richards, that is. Not to be confused with the pitcher Van Richards, who is looking to get out of this inning with no damage done. Richards delivers. Very close to a strike, but called a ball by home plate umpire. Richards delivers. Skips it off the ground in front of the catcher and into the backstop to run the count full at 3-2 with 2 down. Nobody on for the Wolves. Richards can get a quick out here. He will have had a very efficient inning and delivered off the plate, and he walks him. Runner on now for Dothan. And Dothan turning their lineup over again with leadoff hitter, second baseman Emmanuel Lewis, the Steelman commit. Watched an interview with him today. Came away really impressed with his interview from signing day. Spoke of his love for being coached. He said he didn't care how he was coached. You can coach him hard. You can be easygoing. He just loves to be on the field and loves to be told ways to improve his game. So came away very impressed with that young man. 1-1 count now on Lewis. Richards going to check the runner over at first. He gets back safely. Ball 2. 2-1 count now on the leadoff hitter for the Wolves. Just a reminder, folks, the Columbus Lions kick off Thursday evening. Mike Peacock and Dave Plata on the call for Georgia Alabama Sports Live. That one swung on a miss by Lewis. 2-2 count now with 2 down. Big moment for Richards here. If he can get Lewis to sit down, still can consider that a pretty efficient inning, especially for a young pitcher like Richards. But all the action will be coming to you live from the Civic Center Thursday night pregame show. And then Mike Peacock and Dave Plata will take over and get 2 guys that are broadcasting legends around the Chattahoochee Valley. Make sure you tune in and watch all the action live from Game 1 for the Columbus Lions. Richards delivers a little high, runs the count full, 3-2. If you've yet to attend a game in person at the Civic Center for arena football, you're missing some fast-paced, heavy-hitting action, guys flying over walls, some crazy rules involved. Read up on them before you go. Not going to be what you watch on Saturdays in the fall for sure. That one, pitch delivered down the middle and hit deep into right field, shallow into right field, but high, and fielded by Zane Wynn. Warriors, no damage done by the Wolves. Heading back to the dugout to get their helmets and bats. They will take the plate in hopes of putting a crooked number up on the scoreboard to take a lead. We'll be back in just a moment here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And we are back here from 57 Warrior Way in Seale, Alabama. Ready for bottom of the fourth action. Number 99, Grant Johnson's going to come to the plate. Johnson reached on a blooper into left field in his first at bat last inning. Johnson stands in. Bloop out to the shortstop who makes the play, and Johnson is retired. It's going to bring Victor Hernandez, the second baseman, to the plate.
Now batting number 42, Victor Hernandez.
Oh, 1 count now on Hernandez. Make it 0-2. Check swing. First base umpire basically said, I didn't see it, and then threw up the safe side. So Hernandez lives to fight another day. 1-2 count now. Ball outside. Evens the count at 2-2. And a strikeout of Hernandez by Jenkins. Carter Cannon, the catcher for the Warriors, steps in to face Jenkins. Oh, 1 count now. Two 2-1 now on the catcher for the Warriors. (3-1). Cannon with a chance to be a little selective on this one. Swung on, popped down the first base line, and the play is made by first baseman Graham Davis. That's going to take us to the top of the fifth inning here live from Russell County. We'll be back in just a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And we're back live from Russell County. First baseman Graham Davis steps into the batter's box. Davis going to reach first base. Russell County with a new pitcher in the game, Keegan Covington. Gives up a hit to Graham Davis, first baseman for the Wolves. It was a quick pitching change. Didn't even realize it wasn't Van Richards on the mound until Covington turned around. Delivers a strike to Trip Benton, who struck out in his first plate appearance, flew out to center field in his second appearance. He's now squaring the bunt. Warriors crashing. He pulls back and takes strike number 2 from Covington. And that one just off the mark for ball number 1. 1-2 count now on Benton, the designated hitter for the Wolves. Benton, a Pensacola State commit. Again, was able to watch some footage of their signing day today. 4 players signed in February and then 1 signed later in March. Swung on and missed. Runner takes second. Again, Russell County is playing with a second baseman that's not usually out there for them. Hernandez usually serves as a designated hitter. Hunter House, third baseman, struck out in his first at bat and walked in his second trip to the plate in the third inning. Watches ball 1 go by. Covington delivers ball number 2. And that one finds strike zone. 2-1 count now on Hunter House. Covington checks the runner. Rocks, fires, delivers, and gets the outside edge of the plate for strike number 2. Evens the count at 2-2. Two and two count now. Offering from Covington, hit into center field. Cam Brewer back to make the catch. Makes the long throw to third base and pretty close to getting the runner at third, but he's going to slide in safely. And with 2 down here in the top half of the 5th inning, Dothan threatening with a runner in scoring position. Tie ball game right now, 1-1. New pitcher Keegan Covington looks in, gets a sign, rocks, fires, delivers, and strike for Perrin Gomez. The catcher for the Wolves. Having swung on, hit high into foul territory, and Carswell makes the catch to retire the Wolves. 1 left on base here in the top half of the 5th. Still a tie ball game, 1-1 here live from Russell County. I am Ricky Rogers, thrilled to be here with you today. Take a moment to listen to a few messages from our sponsors. We'll be back in just a moment here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Both Chevy Silverado and Traverse are ready for you. Get supplier pricing today on all new Chevy Silverado 1500s with up to $13,500 off. Or get a loaded Traverse, the roomy Chevy SUV with 3rd row seating, and enjoy up to $6,000 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Get ready to smile!
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Welcome back in here to Russell County. Zane Wynn, right fielder for the Warriors, to the plate. And he promptly watches 2 go past him. An 0-2 count. Weak swing for strike 3. And Wynn is retired. Takes us back to the top of Russell County's lineup. Van Richards, left fielder, who came in briefly to pitch in the 3rd inning. He's going to step to the plate, left-handed batter. Looking to see if he can't make something happen, and he swings on first pitch, chops it right down the first base line. First baseman's able to grab it and step on the bag to retire Richards. His brother EJ is going to come to the plate now. EJ, right-handed batter, to face Braddock Jenkins, still on the mound for the Wolves. Braddock with a fairly decent day. That one chopped on the ground to second baseman Emmanuel Lewis, who makes the prompt throw to first to retire E.J. Richards. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base for the Warriors here in the bottom of the fifth. We're almost home, headed to the top of the sixth. Dothan will be taking their turn in the batter's box when we return live on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
And we're back from Russell County. Another new pitcher on the mound for the Warriors. It's going to be senior Hunter Phillips. Hunter traditionally plays second base for the Warriors. I have yet to see him pitch this season. Almost looks like Coach Danielson came into this game with a bullpen game mentality. He let Aiden House go for 2 innings. Replaced him with Van Richards. Replaced Richards with Keegan Covington, and now Hunter Phillips takes the bump for the Warriors. He's going to see the bottom portion of the lineup, which has actually yielded a home run today for the Wolves. He'll see the pitcher Braddock Jenkins, left fielder Gabe Yelverton, who hit that home run off of the left field foul pole earlier in the game, and then Ben Krosky, the center fielder, will round out the 3 due up for the Wolves. Both Jenkins and Yelverton standing over in the on-deck circle trying to time Phillips up. Back when we took horse and buggy to baseball games and I played, our coach used to tell us to take our warm-up pitches, either throw it really hard or really slow to try to throw that timing off. And Braddock Jenkins takes the first offering from Phillips into the left center gap. Good for a stand-up double for the senior pitcher from Dothan. So Dothan with a runner in scoring position now. And left fielder Gabe Yelverton at the plate. Again, Yelverton went yard earlier in this game. I'm sure he's probably going to be up there thinking the same thing with Hunter Phillips on the mound for the Warriors. Phillips delivers a nice breaking ball that the umpire did not seem to like for some reason. Again, we'll remind you about our partners, Gordy Eye Care on 280. If you're in need of an eye exam or glasses, Yelverton hits another long one into left field. Van Richards over to make the catch to retire Yelverton. Jenkins stays put at second base. And it's going to bring the center fielder Ben Krosky to the plate. Krosky reached on a drop third strike in his first appearance and flew out to center field in his second at bat. One down for the Warriors. Still, Jenkins still standing out at second base. Represents the go-ahead run for the Wolves from the Wiregrass. Phillips taking a long look at Jenkins and another and delivers. Bunted down the first baseline. Nobody there to cover for the Warriors. And a mistake of a throw over to third base is going to net a run for the Wolves and will allow Kroski to move up to second base. That play was messed up from the get-go with Hernandez not getting over to first base quick enough, and the decision to try to throw over to third base turned out to be a bad one. It's going to bring Carter Richards to the plate. Oh, 1 count now. On Carter Richards, the shortstop for the Wolves. That one delivered for strike number 2. Phillips delivers. Inside pitch and taken into left field. Van Richards comes up firing. What an arm. Right to Cannon. Cannon fakes the throw to second, and 2 runners now in scoring position for the Wolves as they look to run away with this one. And Dothan looking to turn their order over for the 4th time. Coach Danny Danielson's going to go out to the mound to have a conversation, unsure of whether he's making a pitch and change or not. Phillips was doing what he was kind of instructed to do, get out and throw strikes. Let down by a couple of errors. And Coach Danielson is going to send Phillips, it looks like, to shortstop. Which means he's going to bring E.J. Richards onto the bump for Russell County. E.J., 1 appearance for E.J., coming in with a 10.50 ERA. Again, that's just over 1 appearance, so don't read too much into that. Phillips will move over to shortstop to take E.J. Richards' spot there. And we're going to let E.J. take a few warm-up pitches, let you hear from our friends, Zaxby's of Phoenix City. We'll be back in just a moment here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Welcome back into Russell County. E.J. Richards wrapping up his warm-up tosses as he enters the game on the mound for the Warriors. 2-1. Game definitely not out of hand. If EJ can get 2 quick outs, the Warriors can get back in and get their bats working and maybe make a comeback in this game. They are going to have to get through Emmanuel Lewis, though, to do so. Lewis, the second baseman for the Wolves, reached in the first inning via walk, lined out to third in his second trip to the plate, and flew out to right field in his third trip. Emmanuel Lewis, as stated before, the Stillman commit, going to graduate from Dothan this year and head off to Stillman College, where he will join the Tigers baseball team. Again, always good to see these young men taking the next step after high school. You start this game as a young man, filters out all the way through, and to be able to get the opportunity to play at the next level is something to be proud of. 2-0 count now on Lewis. Richards fired strike in there. Swung and missed by Lewis. Take a moment to recognize senior Bradley Smith from Jordan High School, who recorded his 100th strikeout of the season on Friday against Columbus High School in what is probably the oldest baseball rivalry, high school baseball rivalry in the Columbus, Georgia area. Kudos to you, Bradley Smith. You've had a remarkable career at Jordan. We all at Georgia Alabama Sports Live are very proud of you. That one driven deep into right field. Zane Wynn there to make the play. He's going to get the out. A run will score. That pushes Dothan's lead to 2 runs, leading Russell County 3-1. Here in the top half of the 6th inning. Graham Davis, first baseman, Southern Union commit, coming to the plate. Nobody there to cover third base, and he gets the cheap stolen base. And it's Carter Richards down at third base. They got the cheap stolen base. 0-2 count now on Graham Davis, first baseman. Richards delivers. Just misses the outside edge of the plate. One-two count. Richards takes off down the third base line and pauses, no doubt trying to get into Richards' head. 2-2 count with 2 outs. E.J. Richards looking to minimize the damage done by the Wolves, and he gets the strikeout to end the inning. Russell County's going to head to the dugout, grab their lumber, and get ready to come to the plate to see if they can't close this gap with Dothan. Dothan leads Russell County 3-1. We'll be back in just a moment live on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today.
I'm bringing my other half.
I'm bringing the pep talk. Come on! I'm clearing my head.
And I'm clearing 300.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Get all the perks with a PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Join today for just $1 down. Deal ends March 29th.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back in to Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Dothan leading Russell County 3-1. Bottom of the 6th inning here. Connor Cox going to come to the plate to see if he can't get something started for the Warriors. He takes ball 1 from Jenkins, still on the mound for the Wolves. Cox was rung up on call he didn't necessarily agree with in his last at bat. Can't say that I blamed him for that. That one hits softly to second base. Emmanuel Lewis scoops and makes the play at first to retire Connor Cox. That's going to bring first baseman Carson Carswell to the plate.
Batting number 9, Carson Carswell.
One of the players for Russell County that can knock one off of that lead for Dothan with just a swing of the bat. We'll see what he's got for Jenkins here. Jenkins comes in high for ball number 1. Second pitch from Jenkins, low for ball number 2. And Jenkins finds the strike zone, 2-1 count. That one driven right at the shortstop, who makes the catch to retire Carswell.
Number 44, Christian Liberty.
Christian La Liberty coming to the plate. We're number 44 entering the game for the Warriors. Just a reminder, folks, tomorrow, busy day on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Calvary visits Brookstone at 4:30 tomorrow. Mike Frost on the call for that one. Calvary visiting Pacelli. Girls and boys soccer at 5:30 and 7:30. Austin Allen on the call for that one. If you've not heard Austin Allen call a soccer game, tune in. You'll hear all about his time as a kid going to the soccer field and drinking Kool-Aid and eating cookies. Lee Scott, girls and boys, visit Glenwood for soccer, 6 and 8 p.m. Matt Melton. They'll have all the action for you live on Georgia Alabama Sports Live 2, Gas Live 2. And Auburn, girls and boys, visit Smith Station. Richard Holdridge on the call for that one, 6 and 8 p.m. for the girls and boys games. Smith Station girls having a terrific season. You'll want to tune in to catch all that action. And Warriors alive with the base runner. With 2 down, it's going to bring up third baseman Grant Johnson. Johnson reached earlier in the game and a little flare in the left field. His second at bat, he lined out to the shortstop. Liberty back safe to first base. I could be wrong. He does not appear to be the kind that's going to steal a bunch of bags. Maybe he will. Definitely a power hitter build. That one from Jenkins in for a strike. 0-1 count now with 2 down, 1 on base for Russell County. Johnson swings at the high offering from Jenkins. Finds himself in an 0-2 hole now with 2 down. Jenkins delivers, and Johnson knew it immediately. Strike 3. Warriors leave 1 on. No runs, no hits. Just 3 more outs for them to try to close this gap with Dothan and come back and take this game here at home. We'll be back in just a moment here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Enjoy huge savings on our complete lineup of GMC Sierras and GMC Terrains. Full-size and powerful GMC Sierra at $13,500 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Drive away in the stylish GMC Terrain as low as $395 a month. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
And we're back here live from Russell County. E.J. Richards still on the mound for the Warriors. He's going to face Trip Benton, who is 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts and a fly out to center field. E.J. rocks, fires, delivers breaking ball for strike number 1. That one gets away from him. Ball 1. Evens the count at 1-1 to the Wolves' designated hitter. EJ gets a sign. Rocks, fires, delivers inside for ball number 2. Again, want to remind you, Columbus Lions kick off on Thursday. You can catch all the action on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Mike Peacock and Dave Plata on the call. Count even now at 2-2. Swung on, driven foul. Dribbled down the first base line, and we'll do 2-2 all over again. I'll be back here on Wednesday for Russell County's final home game of the season. They'll take on Glenwood in a makeup game from earlier in the season. EJ gets a sign and delivers. Breaking ball. Home plate umpire didn't want to give that one to him. Again, fine time to remind you guys about our friends at Gordy Eye Care. Eye exams and glasses available there. That one inside. Benton trying to say that it hit him. I believe it probably hit the knob of his bat. But trying to get the cheap base. I get it. Richards delivers. That one driven deep and foul down the third base line. Full count all over again. Got Hunter House, the third baseman for the Wolves, on deck. House 0 for 2 with a walk today. That was swung on and missed. E.J. Richards with a big strikeout to send Benton back to the dugout. Benton, 3 strikeouts on the day. And Hunter House now up. Like I said, he struck out and flew out to center field, walked in the third inning. E.J. Richards finds that outside edge of the plate. Looked very similar to the one that he didn't get a few minutes ago. Swung on, driven foul down the first baseline. Oh, 0-2 count now. Just a reminder, we'll be giving our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game award at the conclusion of today's game. That one slipped out of EJ's hands, it appears, straight to the backstop. And we're in a 1-2 count. Nobody on for the Wolves. Richards and the Warriors wanting to limit any more damage. Get 3 outs and get back in the dugout and grab the sticks and see if they can't close the gap. That one driven foul back over our heads. If you've yet to attend a baseball game at Russell County, come out, watch these young men play on Wednesday. Russell County's got some of the nicer facilities in our area. I say that each and every time I do a game at Russell County, whether it's basketball, football, or baseball. Swung on and missed. EJ recording a strikeout. And Perrin Gomez, the catcher for the Wolves, is going to step into the batter's box. Gomez is 0 for 3 on the day. Flew out to center, flew out to first base, and struck out. E.J. Richards, see if he can get Gomez headed back towards his dugout and get ready to hit. First offering from Richards, way off the mark for ball 1. Another one off the mark. Two balls, no strikes. The pitcher, Braddock Jenkins, due up next. If Gomez is able to reach, he swings on that one. That one's popped up in play. Carter Cannon makes the play to retire Dothan in the top half of the 7th inning. Russell County, 3 outs left to make some noise. We'll be right back with bottom of the 7th action live from Russell County in just a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Both Chevy Silverado and Traverse are ready for you. Get supplier pricing today on all new Chevy Silverado 1500s with up to $13,500 off. Or get a loaded Traverse, the roomy Chevy SUV with third row seating, and enjoy up to $6,000 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Get ready to smile!
And we're back from Russell County. Braddock Jenkins back on the mound to try to finish out his bid for a complete game today against the Warriors. Dothan with just a 2-run lead, leading Russell County 3-1. And the Warriors will have Victor Hernandez, who's been at second base today, traditionally the designated hitter for the Warriors. Hernandez will step to the plate. Hernandez does have speed if he's able to reach. And Hernandez takes ball 1 from Jenkins. That one chopped in the infield. It's going to be a tough play for Emmanuel Lewis to make, and he overthrows first base. Victor Hernandez reaches first on the overthrow. And I'm not so sure I wouldn't give him a hit on that. Emmanuel Lewis was charging hard, but the overthrow went into the dugout, so Hernandez will take second base. And the Warriors now with the tying run to the plate. And Cam Countryman going to come to the plate for the Warriors. Entering the game for the first time today. Countryman wears number 57. Countryman's just a sophomore, getting some varsity action. We saw in that game against Calvary on Friday, Coach Danielson played a lot of the young guys, trying to get them experience, which is just building the team for next year. And Countryman takes ball number 1 from Jenkins. Swing and a miss to even the count at 1-1. And Countryman takes ball low. 2-1 count now. Russell County with a runner standing down at second base. Hernandez again with some speed. And ball outside, 3-1 count. The sophomore going to be able to stand in and have his pick here. And he takes ball 4 and will take the jog down to first base. The go-ahead run coming to the plate now for the Warriors.
Stepping in the box, number 12, James Couch.
James Couch, we saw him come in to the game on Friday. So the Warriors are going to put a runner in for Countryman.
Trent Couch. My bad, dog.
It's Trent Couch stepping up to the plate for the Warriors, and that's Ryder Kiesel stepping down on first base to run for Cam Countryman. We saw Couch get in the game on Friday, young guy. I talked to the middle school counselor who told me he is full of heart, loves the game, and wants to play. So here's your chance, kid. do some damage. He is the go-ahead winning run for the Warriors. Squared to bunt, pulled back quickly. Umpire throws up a strike. Fouls it back into the backstop. Quickly down 0-2. Should be getting the swing away sign from Coach Danielson now. He does, and he fouls it off to stay alive. It's like it was fouled off of Gomez there. Somebody's going to need to run and grab that ball. It's going to be Van Richards, who is standing in the on-deck circle waiting to get to the plate. It's a situation Richards has got to be salivating with. He swings the bat hard, and if he can square one up, he could be the hero tonight in Seale. Swung on and missed by Couch. Throw down to first and not in time to get Kiesel. Warriors down to their final 2 outs here in this game, but with the lumber coming to the plate. Van Richards, his brother EJ, due up next. Richards swings on the first offering from Jenkins. That one is fouled back. Right up next to the Warriors hitting facility. And Richards in an 0-1 hole. Jenkins gets a sign. Steps off. Didn't like what he got from his catcher, Gomez. Gomez is going to run out there and tell him, look, you do what I say. Throw what I throw down. And Gomez returns to the dish. 0-1 count now on Van Richards. Ball inside. Evens the count at 1-1. That one swung on, driven foul. To the same location as his first foul. Ball right up next to the Warriors hitting facility. 1-2 count now on the freshman Van Richards. Way off the mark to even the count at 2-2. Jenkins gets a sign, checks the runner, rocks, fires, delivers, ball low, runs the count full, 3-2, 1 down, 2 on still for the Warriors. Van Richards represents the go-ahead walk-off run for the Warriors. Hits it hard right at the second baseman, Emmanuel Lewis, who turns the double play and ends the Warriors' night here in Seale. Dothan going to walk away from this game with a 3-1 win over the home Russell County Warriors. Coach Danielson and his team lined up now to shake hands with the Wolves. We'll be back in just a moment to name our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today.
I'm bringing my other half.
I'm bringing the pep talk. Come on! I'm clearing my head.
And I'm clearing 300.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Get all the perks with the PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Join today for just $1 down. Deal ends March 29th.
And we are back live from Russell County to wrap this one up. Russell County gave it all they had in the bottom of the 7th inning, just unable to come up with the runs needed to take this one from the Dothan Wolves. It's time to name our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. And after much debate, I think I'm going to have to give it to the young man that came in, down 2 runs, stepped onto the mound, and delivered 5 strikeouts. That's right, it's going to E.J. Richards, Russell County sophomore. E.J. is not a pitcher traditionally, but his number was called. He stepped on the mound. He did what he had to do. And for that, E.J. Richards, congratulations on winning the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game for this game. We appreciate all the support from Alex Quinney. Give him a call if you have any insurance needs. I'm sure he will be happy to help you. E.J. Richards, the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. That'll do it for us here from Seale. Russell County defeated by Dothan by a score of 3-1. Dothan's going to load the buses and head back down 431 to the Wiregrass with a win in their lap. So, again, thank you all for joining us here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I am Ricky Rogers. It's been my pleasure to bring this game to you. To my beautiful wife, Misty, fire up the grill, baby. I'm on the way home. We'll see you next time here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.